Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to another question and answer session. This is the question. A 45 years old man present with bilateral inguinal hernia. The surgical team decide to repair this laparoscopically through an extraperitoneal approach. Through an infraumbilical incision, the surgeon displaces the inferior aspect of the rectus abdominis muscle anteriorly and place a prosthetic mesh into the area to repair the hernias, which structure will lie posterior to mesh. So after reading the question, we have to find out the key point from the question. Here we can see the through an infraumbilical incision, surgeon displaces the rectus abdominis muscle anteriorly. So at this present time, we are lies or laparoscopic instrument lies posterior to the rectus abdominis muscle and place a prosthetic mesh into the area. So the prosthetic mesh, it is placed posterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. So we have to find out the structure which lies posterior to the rectus abdominis muscle at this level. That means at the infraumbilical region. So we have to find out this location. That means in the infraumbilical region, we have to find out the structure which lies posterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. Here the options are peritoneum, internal oblique aponeurosis, external oblique aponeurosis, posterior aspect of rectus sheath, and Bach's fascia. So let's see here. Here we can see this is the rectus abdominis muscle. It is the anterior boundary, and in this region usually umbilicus present. So inferior to it, here we can see this area, and we are located at the place of posterior to the rectus abdominis. So mesh is placed in this plane. So we have to find out the posterior structure. Here we can see this is the posterior structure, and this posterior structure is the fascia transversalis, and then extraperitoneal fat, and then parietal peritoneum. So we have to find out three structure: fascia transversalis, extraperitoneal fat, or parietal peritoneum, because the mesh, it is located behind the rectus abdominis muscle. So here we can see this is the transversalis fascia, infraumbilical line. So our answer will be rectus transversalis fascia, or extraperitoneal tissue, or parietal peritoneum. Here we can see only parietal peritoneum present, so our answer will be parietal peritoneum, because behind the posterior aspect of the rectus abdominis there are three important structure: fascia transversalis, extraperitoneal connective tissue, and parietal peritoneum. So our answer will be the parietal peritoneum, because the parietal peritoneum, it is located posterior to the rectus abdominis muscle. So it is our final answer, and this point also important, that infraumbilical incision, because infraumbilical incision there is no layer of posterior layer of the rectus sheath. Thank you all.